Russia has been invaded more times than almost any major country on Earth. Napoleon tried, Hitler tried. Both reached deep into Russian territory, both failed, and both lost everything. So why is Russia so hard to defeat? And more importantly, why might it be almost impossible to fully defeat it even today? Start with size. Russia is not just large, it is massive. It spans 11 time zones and stretches across Europe and Asia. In most wars, capturing key cities can cripple a country. In Russia, distance itself becomes a weapon. Even if an invading force takes major population centers, the country doesn't simply collapse. It retreats, reorganizes, and absorbs the loss. That's exactly what happened to Napoleon in 1812. He marched into Moscow expecting victory. Instead, he found an empty, burning city. Russia gave up land to save itself. Then winter came. Cold, supply shortages, and constant harassment destroyed his army. Only a fraction made it back. More than a century later, Hitler made the same mistake. Operation Barbarossa was one of the largest invasions in history. At first, it worked. German forces advanced rapidly, but again, Russia traded space for time. Factories were moved east, supply lines stretched thin, and once again, winter hit. Combined with sheer scale and relentless resistance, Germany's advance collapsed. So geography matters. But it's not just distance, it's terrain. Russia is filled with forests, rivers, mud seasons, and brutal winters. These conditions slow armies, damage equipment, and complicate logistics. Moving through Russia is hard. Supplying an army inside Russia is even harder. Now, add modern reality. Today, Russia still has depth, but it also has something else: nuclear weapons. Even if a conventional war went badly, full defeat risks escalation. No country can ignore that. That changes everything. Then there's population and industry. Russia may not be the largest economy, but it has the capacity to sustain long conflicts. It produces energy, weapons, and raw materials. And in long wars, endurance matters more than speed. There's also political structure. Russia has historically shown a willingness to absorb heavy losses and continue fighting. That doesn't mean it is unstoppable. Russia has lost wars, made mistakes, and faced internal collapse before. But defeating Russia is not the same as fully defeating Russia. You can win battles, you can take territory, you can weaken its influence. But completely breaking a country this large, this armed, and this historically resilient is a very different challenge. So why can't Russia be fully defeated? Because defeating it requires more than winning on the battlefield. It requires overcoming distance, weather, resources, endurance, and the risk of escalation. And that combination has stopped some of the most powerful forces in history.